Tanzanite. Tanzanite, real, genuine Tanzanite. I am so excited about this opportunity because we've never been able to do it before. This is a ring, an earring, and a pendant. With the pendant chain, by the way, you get all three, and we took $350 off the price. This was appraised at $1,788. $1,788. We're doing it at $1,100 off that price, basically. And I want to show you. Look at this. You get all three. So normally we say, here's a ring. Hopefully in a year or so you can get an earring. We give you all three today, and that's top gem quality Tanzanite. There are 42 people who can take advantage of this wonderful, wonderful opportunity. At $127 on your charge card, if you have an HSN charge card, you can do the additional flex pay. Well, Ashish is back with us, and as I was telling you before, this gentleman is so well known. He has such a wonderful reputation in the industry because his family is actually the largest dealer of Tanzanite in the entire world. He is third generation himself, so his father and his grandfather were in the gemstone industry, obviously before him, and he continued with that family tradition, and they're wonderful, worldwide known company, and he's bringing us today your choice of fire opal or blue zircon paired back with white zircon. This gorgeous ring was appraised at almost $1,000. Now I do want to let you know, I'm going to grab some fire opal earrings and white and blue zircon earrings because I do have earrings to go along with this. They'll be coming up next. This ring at $399. Ashish, if we could get enough of them, and we certainly can't, because we have 90 people who can do this, this would be a today's special. This is something that is truly a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to get a stone in that fire opal that they're actually referring to as the next Tanzanite. That's how rare it is. And then blue zircon, near to impossible to get this size, this magnificent, this is actually a 7 by 5 millimeter blue zircon. So we're looking at almost a carat 70 in the blue zircon. You're getting the beautiful white zircon that's princess cut and round brilliant cut. One is equally as beautiful as the other. That fire opal, even here at HSN, as one of the largest retailers of colored gemstones in the world, we don't have fire opal. We just don't. So Ashish, to be able to offer fire opal at any price is amazing.
It is amazing, Connie. Mexican fire opals were formed about 180 years ago, were found actually 180, they were formed millions of years ago, but they were formed because of the fire which was caused due to the ancient volcanoes. And this comes in various colors, from yellows to oranges to the reds.
Oh, but look at that.
Look at the color of this ring.
Oh my
gosh. This is breathtaking. This is as good as anything can get in fire opal. And look at the color of the blue zircon. This is the top saturation. Both these stones are single source gemstones. You will not find them anywhere else. Blue zircons are sourced from Cambodia. Alluvial find, we all know, do not last forever. They come and go. These are the stones that come to the surface because of the tectonic plate movements. We find them in different locations because these are secondary deposits. They will go away. And to find this saturation, we made sure we bought you nothing but the best. You will not find any color in fire opal or in blue zircon with a deeper, better saturation that we have put together in these rings.
Okay, well, with that being said, for our gemstone lovers out there, if you want the fire opal, there are 30 remaining. I am particularly in love with the fire opal. I love the blue zircon as well, but the fire opal, to me, I mean, to be able to not just get a fire opal, but to get what's considered in the industry a large fire opal, and to your point, it comes in so many different color saturations. We are giving you the top color saturation. Same thing with your blue zircon. So I'm going to talk about the fire opal before it's officially gone. All in 14 karat. You're getting the princess cut stones on either side, the beautiful rounds surrounding it, but it's all about that center stone. Like you said, only discovered literally 130 to 50 years ago, and yet today so very impossible to get that gem experts are calling it the next Tanzanite. That's how difficult it is to get, because this fire opal, Mexican fire opal, comes from one area in Mexico. $399 from $499. The matching earrings are $229. They'll be coming up. But we've got to talk about that beautiful blue zircon as well. I mean, this, Stunning.
Stunning. Connie, when this shipment came in, I didn't know. I walked into the room and I opened the parcel and I was like, whoa, how did we get so many Paraiba tourmalines? And
Yes.
he said, no, this is not Paraiba. This is natural blue zircon. And I was astonished to see this. As soon as I saw this, I wrote an email to Sandy. I said, I'm sending you a sample for something which is amazing.
Well, and then just the design, that pristine singularity, that big colored solitaire, surrounded by the white zircon, channels that round brilliance in all of that 14 karat gold. Out of this world gorgeous. And I mean, we could say nothing and look at that picture. Oh.
You know, believe me, the pictures don't do the justice. And they look so beautiful in the picture also. When you see it, it's going to look so much better in person than what it looks on the picture. But look at the picture. Wow.
Well, I want to give everyone an update on the fire opal. We knew this would happen. If you want the fire opal, 6 through 9, so we have size 6, size 7, size 8, size 9, but last call, single digits in 6, 7, 8, and 9. And remember, you're getting almost $1,000 ring. Independently appraised. We had these sent out, lowest appraised price, $998, but you're getting it for $399.
And that's a big piece, Connie, for a fire opal to put something together in a 7x5 oval in this deep orangey red color. In our grading system, we have about 27 different shades because it comes in the yellows, it comes in the orange, it comes in the orangey reds. This is the most sought after color, what we have put together in this ring.
Wow. Amazing. Okay, if you want that, it is officially last call, but I also want to remind you too that you can do FlexPay on this. You can actually do VIP FlexPay if you have your HSN charge card. You can break up that FlexPay to $44 and change. If you don't have the HSN charge card, you can call right this very moment, get instantly approved, and put it on that charge card. Okay, let's go back to the blue zircon because now, again, 6, 7, and 8, and 9. We have 2 size 9s in that fire opal. Every size available in the blue zircon. I hope you could do the fire opal just because I do jewelry most days here at HSN and I never get to offer fire opal, so it is a true rarity. But the blue zircon is as well.
You know, blue zircon was formed. You know, most gemstones, Connie, were formed about millions of years ago. Blue zircon was formed about 4 billion years ago. Wow. That's how old our Earth is. So when you talk about blue zircon and when you talk about this saturation, this is the best. When a person like me who's been in the industry, who was born into this industry, can get confused with the color and feel that it is a Paraiba tourmaline, I was shocked to see the saturation because we've never had this saturation in blue zircon. This is the deepest, this is the finest color.
Okay, we are going to leave them available for you with now 12 people being able to get that beautiful fire up a little bit more with the blue zircon. But we're going to move straight to the earrings. And the earrings are actually drop hoop earrings in exotic gemstones. I mean, you talk about shopping at the right place. The Gem Source in 14 karat gold bringing you gorgeous earrings in a drop style. This is 14 karat blue zircon, fire opal, or tanzanite. And the prices are remarkable. I'm going to fill you in on the carat weights. These are 1 inch by 3/16, and you have 3 prong set, huge stones. So you got to think about this. 3 stones on either ear, so a total of 6. When I say this weight, that's going to blow you away because the tanzanite is 2.34 carats. So when you think made up of only 6 gemstones, I mean, those are almost 40 pointers a piece for a tanzanite. If you took one of those 40 pointers and put it in a ring, it would be amazing. You're getting 6 of them. The fire opal, the Mexican fire opal, or the blue zircon, which is almost 4 carats, and we took these from $329 to $229, so that's $100 off. They were appraised at $660, one of the best values, bar none, in the entire show. And just like we were saying, Ashish, about color. Color is everything when we talk about fire opal.
That defines the quality. And we have used nothing but the best, and you'll see it. And, you know, look at the price of that earring. I thought it was a mistake. I think the gold should be more.
Right, right. And especially with the size stones that we're putting into, you know, this gorgeous, because those are big. I mean, we're talking about 6 by 4 millimeters, which is easily the size of a solitaire in a ring.
Connie, and we make sure all our pieces are super clean. You know, we make sure we loop each and every stone and make sure there are no imperfections inside. We make sure the stones are absolutely fine quality.
Yes, okay, so that's the fire opal. The fire opal, I have 20 remaining. We're gonna move now to the tanzanite. Now, these are the ones that I chose to wear, and let's talk about tanzanite for a second, because tanzanite was only discovered in 1967, introduced here in the United States in 1969 by Tiffany and Company. At that time, you really had to be shopping at a place like Tiffany to buy tanzanite because they introduced it, they christened it, they named it for the very gem-rich East African country, which is the only place it's ever been found, ever. But mining today of tanzanite, Ashish, is not like it was back in the late 60s. They are going deeper and deeper every single day, yielding fewer and fewer pieces, right?
You know, I want to give you a perspective.
Please do.
Tanzanite is mined at almost 1,300 meters under the ground. These mines, we go there a few times a year. These mines were about 500 to 600 meters down in 2009. So we have gone almost 800 meters further into the ground. You're talking about 300 floors into the ground that we have gone. How much more can we go? It's a finite source. It's not going to last forever.
And you said it's like the length of 3 Empire State Buildings is how deep.
Empire State Building is, I think, about 400 meters long. And you're talking about a mine, a hard rock mining, which is the deepest in the world. Just imagine how difficult it is to mine something at that depth and bring it back to the surface.
Wow. And as we were saying, your family is known in the industry as the biggest source of tanzanite. So, we hear other people talk about tanzanite, but nobody knows more about tanzanite and the difficulty in bringing it than your family.
You know, we've been the site holders. We work with various independent mines. We've been dealing in this stone for about 15 years. And we sell to the departmental stores, to the best individual designers out there. And this particular earring that we have, Connie, has 6x4 ovals. 6x4 ovals is not a small size. It is something that averages about 45 points. What we are guaranteeing here is about 40 points minimum per stone.
Per stone?
Per stone.
Wow.
So you literally have 18 millimeters when you put all the 6x4s together in length. The look of this hoop earring is fantastic.
Well, I want to show you the blue zircon because we're going to talk about the blue zircon now. Before we do that, I'm going to give you a quick update. The fire opal, we have 6 remaining. So if you want that fire opal, 6 ladies can get that. I've never offered a fire opal hoop earring other than this. In the tanzanite, if you want the tanzanite, we have 50 of the tanzanite, but remember, those are almost 40-point stones a piece. So it's not like you're getting, 2.34 carats of little tiny stones. These are massive stones. And then here's your blue zircon. We have 40 people who can get that blue zircon. So blue zircon, if you're born in the month of December, this is your genuine birthstone, but it's also a gemstone. You don't walk into a traditional retail store and find blue zircon, Ashish.
We call blue zircon as the best substitute for diamonds in a natural gemstone. With the high refractive index and the dispersion, you'll always see that life, that fire coming out of the stone. And, anyone will notice that you're wearing a really special piece of jewelry when you're wearing a blue zircon.
No question about it. All in 14 karat gold. And I'll show you the design of the back. Oh, okay. Last call on those fire opals. Let me just snap this off really quickly. I'll show you the design of the back because you do have that, the catch lock closure, so you don't ever have to worry about losing the back. It clicks into place, so you hear it click into place. And all of these, when we look at any of them, the tanzanite, look at the depth, the color of that tanzanite.
Look at the saturation, and you will see different flashes. Tanzanite is pleochroic. You will see different flashes of color in different lights. This is a really special gemstone. All these 3 gemstones are single source, Connie. Wow. And I want to congratulate each and everyone who's chosen to buy gem source jewelry today, because what you're buying is something really special.
Absolutely. And 30 remaining in the tanzanite. We have 2 left in the fire opal. We have about 20 left in that beautiful, beautiful blue zircon. You can't make a mistake because these are truly gemstones, considered exotic. We don't see them at a chain jewelry store normally.
You will not find these pieces. When you talk about these super rare exotic gemstones, walk into a store, you will not see these gemstones. Tanzanite is a pretty well established, so you may find pieces here and there, but not at this value. Right. I got confused. I thought, 229 was, the gold was worth more.
Well, and it is $100 off our price. The lowest appraised price was $660. You will get yours if you're on board. The Fire Opal is sold out. The Tanzanite, we have a dozen. We have a little bit more on the Blue Zircon. Bear with us. We're going to get them. Ashish, it was my pleasure.
Likewise.
Thank you, my friend.
Thank you.
And we'll see you back soon.
Thank you.
We do want to remind you, too, 25% off and up to 4 flexible payments on Valentine's Day jewelry. So search Valentine's Day jewelry right there on hsn.com. We have more coming up. Stay with us.
Don't miss a thing with our HSN app, available on Apple and Android devices. Get $10 off your first in-app purchase with code WELCOME10. Opt in to push notifications for early access to exclusive app-only deals. Shop faster than ever with exclusive new product videos, only on the iPhone. Watch HSN Live anytime, any place. And the new shop and search features make finding your favorites easier than ever. Search app on hsn.com to download.
I'm Joy. I'm a mother, that's first and foremost. I'm curious, always curious. I'm a bit of a perfectionist, and I'm an inventor. So when I'm designing product, it's all about making everyday life simpler. I guess that's just how I look at things. I find a lot of inspiration from just living my everyday life. And I think, boy, every day's a gift. Make joyful discoveries every day.
Okay, we're continuing with the gem source, and now we are doing something that truly is amazing. This is brand new. Now, the bad thing is, you just heard Ashish talking about the state of affairs with Tanzanite, that they are going deeper and deeper into the face of the earth every single time they're mining, and they're getting fewer and fewer pieces of Tanzanite. It is a single source gemstone. Experts are saying that within our lifetime, it will be completely exhausted from the face of the earth. So prices are going up, quantities are not available. I'm going to show you what we have. Look at this. Oh gosh, we only have 6 through 8 available just from pre-orders. So here's the ring. We also are giving you, you're getting all 3 pieces. Matching earrings. Look at the color saturation. And you're getting the pendant. So, and the chain. You get the chain along with it. That is an 18-inch, 14-karat gold chain. I have size 6, size 7, and size 8 available. When you look at the earrings alone are 97 points. So they're just shy of 1 carat. That means you are getting big Tanzanite. If we were just doing the earrings, it would be outstanding. Then the pendant, as you look at that gorgeous pendant, that is a 48-point pendant. And when you look at the combination of the Tanzanite and the other gemstone, this isn't white zircon. These are genuine diamonds. You know, we've been saying throughout the show that zircon are the closest gemstone to imitating the look of a diamond. Well, in this set, because it is a fine jewelry set with 30 people who can now get it, we're giving you genuine diamonds. Think of owning one of the most treasured gemstones in the entire world. I want you to look at each piece too, individually, because you've got to see that we not only gave you Tanzanite, but we gave you the color, the standard by which all other Tanzanites are judged. And let me just give you a little heads up. I know that you want to listen, you want to think about this because this is a considered purchase. However, with the amount that we have remaining, literally 26 people, considering everyone that we have shopping, will be able to get this. This is not one that can come back. This was an opportunistic buy that our buyer, Sandy, actually got. So it is first come, first serve. $1,700 was the lowest appraised price. We were supposed to do this one for you today at $989, but instead we took $350 off the price. And it will, they're just telling me, it will indeed sell out. Now, not only can you do our FlexPay that you see on the screen of $127, you can also break up that FlexPay into VIP financing, which basically means you put it on your HSN charge card, And for the next 9 months, it's $71 and change on your charge card. But I was talking about tanzanite before. Tanzanite is a single source gemstone mined in one place in the entire world. That's the very gem-rich East African country known as Tanzania. Discovered in 1967, introduced here in the United States in 1969 by Tiffany & Company. At that particular time, they had the trade agreement with Tanzania. If you wanted to buy tanzanite, you had to shop at Tiffany & Company. They named the stone. They were the first to do the stone. Well, in the 70s, all of that changed. However, it was still a very expensive gemstone. What's happening today, and you just heard Ashish, and his family is known as being really the premier importers of tanzanite, the premier family that has the connections with tanzanite in the entire world. And he was saying that the mining operations go down to about the equivalent of 3 times the depth of the Empire State Building. If you've ever been to the Empire State Building, you think about when you're going up in that elevator and how high it seems. Well, imagine going down into the face of the earth 3 times as deep or 3 times as long as the Empire State Building. So they're going deeper and deeper into the face of the earth. They're yielding fewer and fewer pieces of tanzanite, period, but certainly fewer and fewer pieces that have this color, that have this depth, that have this richness. What we've done is we've given you the entire suite. We've set it into 14 karat gold. We're allowing you to get it home at $127 or $71 on your charge card on FlexPay if you're using that HSN charge card. And then, of course, you always have that unconditional 30-day money-back guarantee. With that being said, there are fewer than 20 people who can now get this. So I just want to say to you, you know, tanzanite, as I said before, was only discovered in '67, but within our lifetime could be gone from the face of the earth. Can you imagine you will own what will be considered a piece of gemstone history? You own a piece of gemstone history. You will own something that probably when your grandchildren are adults, they will not be able to buy unless they buy it on the secondary market, because it could be gone from the face of the earth within our lifetime. When you think about, I always think about a story that a friend of mine told me. He was in the gemstone business, and he had a friend of his whose grandmother had passed away, and she left everything to her grandson. And so the gentleman took one of her rings and he had it appraised, and it appraised for thousands and thousands of dollars. And he said to my friend, that can't be the case. My grandmother wasn't a woman of great wealth. She would have never had a ring that was worth thousands and thousands of dollars. Well, what my friend explained to him was when she bought it, it was an Alexandrite ring, by the way, it probably cost a couple $100s. But because Russian Alexandrite today is so rare, so difficult to come by, today it is worth thousands. And again, you think about it, when they're no longer mining tanzanite, what will the price be? This will sell out. We'll let you know when it's officially gone. Still 6, 7, and 8 remaining. Also coming up, you know, we invest our money in earrings, but we put on our earrings and they don't look that great. Well, you're gonna have your earrings facing forward. They're not gonna be pulling your ear down. You're not gonna have to worry about your piercing being dragged down. The bling dots are back. And we also have the ring guards that make sure your rings stay put. But for $15.95, you can support your earrings. It's like, you know, it's scaffolding that goes on the back of the earring to make sure that they're always facing forward. That's going to be coming up. It makes a great gift if you can't afford to do a big jewelry gift, but you know someone who loves earrings or know someone who loves rings. Great gift. Okay, my good friend Carol Brody is bringing us the next beautiful ring in a choice of a wide variety of colors. This is one of her best-selling rings of all time. And look at the colors for a second. The magic of a rainbow in the colors. Now, what we're doing, we always do this ring at $129. We have sold it very successfully. Thousands of people have ordered this at $129. We're doing it today at $109. On top of that, we're also giving you free shipping and FlexPay of $21.98. Now, all of our 5 flexible payments go away after this show. Tonight at midnight, the FlexPay goes away. So I'm going to take you through the colors. We have amethyst, Look at the garnet. One of my favorites. And for the ladies born in January, there's your garnet. For the ladies born in February, we have your amethyst. Then we have, oh, look at this. I'm going to put this one on for you. Swiss blue topaz. How stunning is that? Then we have the white topaz, the black spinel, which by the way is one of the most valuable, should be more expensive, but we're doing a price that evens out across the board. And then we also have citrine. Now, the unique thing about this I want to show you is it has a square band style to it. So the silhouette of the piece, and I'll show you even the back. Look at that azured backing here, the detail and the design in the back. You've got a nice thick amount of solid sterling silver with rhodium over the top. And by the way, rhodium is a member of the platinum family, more expensive than platinum. You actually, in your amethyst and in your garnet, have black rhodium on the top too. So the colors of the gemstones just absolutely pop. What Carol does is she stacks these. She'll put, you know, 2, 3, 4 of them together. I love them even as just everyday individual rings, but because of the fact that they're square, because of the nature of the design, they nest together even better. You're getting that flush set against each other. So she did this. Carol, as you know, is a native New Yorker. She was inspired by the bright lights and the sparkle of the heart of New York City. Talk about eye-catching. The square shape is very, very modern. You get something unique. You get something colorful. You get something stackable, and they're ultra comfortable as well. And then I will say, I mean, you're getting something when you look at the appraised price, very conservatively speaking, $190. We did them at $129 today. They're $109. I think bottom line, we all need this ring. We do. This is something that is a big trend. The square design is a big trend in the jewelry world. I think we are all busy, busy, busy. We need something that we can slip on and know that it's always going to be perfect. My pick is that garnet. And for our January ladies out there looking for something in her birthstone, whether you're wearing this as a single ring on the center finger or the index finger, maybe you're stacking it with one, maybe you're stacking it with 2 or 3. You can become your own stylist, because as we go along and you order more of these, you're gonna have those rings that you'll have in that jewelry armoire. And when you wanna wear 3, you wear 3. When you wanna wear a couple, you wear a couple. On those days when you're out and you're running around, but you still want that perfect ring, you wear 1. It's kind of up to you. It's up to your mood on that particular day, where you're going, what look you're trying to create. But even as a single ring, and I wanna show you from the side, even as a single ring, this gives you the ultimate amount of comfort because of the way that it wraps around your finger. And then you've got that square design there on the bottom. It also gives you the ultimate amount of stackability, or the ultimate design, I should say, to lend itself to being stacked. The Rarity Girl, she's gonna want something in terms of endless possibilities, so she's gonna buy more than one. That's why we have it on FlexPay for you today at $21.98. Get as many of these as you can on that FlexPay. And if you just wanna do one, then the next time Carol's here, you're gonna be able to do more than one. Carol is known throughout the industry for her style authority, and I think we can't get enough of the Rarity stacking and layering and style. And here, you're mixing and matching, but Carol is making it easy for us. You know, again, she calls this her Times Square because it's reminding her of the sparkle and the excitement of one of the world's most famous squares. And you think about the neon lights and the giant digital boards and the brilliant Broadway marquees. That's kind of what you have here. This is something size 4 through 10 that we will all appreciate. But today, the 5 FlexPays, the free shipping, and I know we're very, very busy, so bear with us. Now, we've got a couple things to show for you. Check this one out. Oh my gosh, there's only a few of these. This is tanzanite, zircon, and sapphire. This was appraised at $1,095. We did this at $459, but today, $379. It's on FlexPay for you at under $76. I would love for you to have this, and we have size 6 through size 9 available for you. What a value, but what a ring. I mean, what an incredible look in a ring. Wow, and for the ladies who love blues, you have your tanzanite, you have your blue sapphires, you have that gorgeous white zircon, that marquee shape, which is so beautiful and elongating on the finger, so flattering on the finger. This is what dreams are made of in fine jewelry. And then for our emerald ladies, look at this. Okay, emeralds and white zircon. We took this from $349 to $199. So you are saving $150 off the price. It's under $40 on your charge card. It is the perfect 3-stone genuine emerald ring, that yesterday, today, tomorrow design in genuine emeralds. So if you're interested in that one, you are more than welcome to go ahead and grab it. We are going to be moving right along with only about 29 minutes left in our gem source, and now we're going to talk about the perfect earring for all of us. You know, we all want an earring that can take us anywhere we want to go. We want that earring that literally you don't have to think about it. You just put it on and you know it's perfect. This we originally sold at $259. I'm going to say it again, $259. And today, $90 off the price. It's $33 and change on your charge card. If you have your HSN charge card, actually this one does not apply for VIP financing because it has to be a little more expensive. But for $33.98, you get these home and you get to see them. So I'm going to start with our beautiful sapphire. We had sapphires earlier in the show. We talked about the fact that sapphires are certainly one of the most sought after gemstones in the world. This is a carat 6 in sapphires. Look at the ruby right beside that. Now again, these are genuine rubies. You may ask yourself the question, are they real rubies? How can we do this at $169? It's our connections. It literally is our connections. This is also a Mozambique ruby as opposed to a Burmese ruby. If this were a Burmese ruby, these would be, even here at HSN, probably $800, $900 if we could get them. This is a genuine African ruby, but my favorite, and something that, oh my gosh, that's perfect. I never get to show you. We have Brazilian emeralds, genuine emeralds. Please keep in mind, each of these are set into 14 karat gold. So we are talking about fine jewelry. They're 1/4 of an inch in the length, 3/16 of an inch in the width, and it is ready, set, go, with the emeralds being the most limited. The lowest appraised price was $515. We sold these very successfully at $289, but today $90 off that price. And as I said, the addition of the 5 flexible payments. This is something, when you think about a stud earring, it is that perfect finishing touch. You put this on, it frames your face, it calls attention to the face. It's something that adds that little splash of color right there beside the face. But we're not just giving you any stud. We're giving you the 3 precious pieces, the 3 precious gemstones, the world's most coveted gemstones, the only 3 that are designated as genuine precious stones, your emeralds, your rubies, your sapphires, and we've put them into 14 karat. In addition to that, this is a 7 by 5 millimeter oval. So it's not a little barely there look. This is one that you can see, that people want to get closer to you and see what you're wearing. And when they see this, trust me, they will be blown away. There is no question about it. They will be blown away. And when you think about what you look for in colored gemstones, color is king. It's all about the depth of color, the transparent nature of color, the saturation of color, the clean nature of it. And when you look at all of those things on these gorgeous gemstones, you certainly have it. That ruby is like that pigeon blood red ruby. The blue, the sapphire is a blueberry blue. It's not black, it's blueberry blue. And then that green of the Brazilian emerald. This is a genuine Brazilian emerald. It's like a fresh cut grass. Imagine going to the golf course and the grass grass is so green, it almost looks like they've spray painted it. That's what color this is. And you'll see too, the clean nature of the emerald. Now, it's not gonna be perfectly clean because emeralds by nature are not clean. They have a jardin or a garden in them. That is just the nature of the gemstone. So even if you're paying $100,000 for an emerald, it's not going to be perfectly clean. What we're giving you is something that does have a super clean nature to it. Okay, we're gonna wrap this up. We're gonna show you a couple of other pieces. I want to point out the size in the solitaire on this tanzanite piece, 1.28 carats of tanzanite. 1.28 carats. This was appraised, lowest appraised price, $880. We did it at $429, which is amazing. I'm gonna grab one of these off of the stand because $429 would be amazing any day of the week for the size of a solitaire, even if you were buying a loose stone. Today, from $429, only for about 26 people, and we have this at this point in white or yellow gold. It's $329. It's on FlexPay at $65.98. If you happen to have your HSN charge card, $54 and change. But the point of this one is that you are getting a big piece, a big solitaire. Anytime you get a half carat, 75 points in a tanzanite, but to get over 1 carat, almost a carat and a third, if we had 1,000 of these, they would sell. Because if you're a gemstone collector, gemstone connoisseur, you know the rarity of having that size stone. And you get the chain along with it, and you're getting the triple stones of the zircon at the top. But truly, if you were buying that tanzanite just in a little bag, much less the 14 karat gold. I mean, you've got a lot of 14 karat gold in the pendant, 14 karat gold in the chain, $100 off our price, but an $880 value. We'll let you know when that officially sells out. We have 14 left. Okay, the ring. We have size 6 through size 8 available. I don't have a card. Do I have a card on this one? Because I would love to tell you the specifics with the carat weight on this. This was appraised $1,788. We are doing this one $769. That solitaire in the center, I don't want to guess at it, but I am guessing that it would have to be close to 2 carats in that center solitaire. I'm going to see if I can get you that information, because that is a huge, that is a massive center stone in gem quality tanzanite. Oh my gosh, that is a carat 75. 1.75 carats. So 1 3/4 carat in that solitaire, out of this world. Do we have that other tanzanite ring too, Miss Catherine? 704, okay. Because this one is gonna sell. If you were just interested in that center stone alone, but then to surround it with the beautiful white zircon going down the side of the shank, it is out of this world. Okay, this one, I love this ring. This is another value. Do you have a card on this one? This particular piece is a carat 30 in the tanzanite and white zircon. This was appraised at $686. We normally would do this at $389, but it's $100 off. We have rose gold or white gold. Listen to this. Now, this is where it gets crazy. The center stone is 1 carat. That is a full carat. And I will say this again, $289 for just that center stone. Trust me, much less the white zircon, much less all of the 14 karat gold. We have size 6, 7, 8, and 9. I would grab this right this very moment to make sure you get your size, because you can search Gem and Jewelry, the buying guide. See what they say a carat of tanzanite will cost you. We're doing 1 full carat in gold with white zircon for $289. And as I said before, the exciting thing about that is you have the opportunity when owning tanzanite to own a piece of gemstone history. You're owning a piece of gemstone history with that tanzanite. I'm going to keep that one on until that's officially sold out. We have a couple more things to get to before I introduce you to my good friend Jenny Moore, who created bling dots, so our earrings would always face forward. So if you're ordering these earrings today or any of our earrings, this would work perfectly with our bling dots. This is actually a combination of colors of sapphires. We will have a matching ring coming up, but this beautiful ring, this beautiful earring was appraised at $1,928. We are doing it today at $90 off the HSN price. It's $599. On FlexPay for under $120. The matching ring we're doing for $299. That's $50 off. Now, the exciting thing about this, and I'm going to put the ring, there you go. You can see the ring close to the earrings. You have what is considered in the industry to be fancy color sapphires, dark yellow sapphires, bright yellow sapphires, green sapphires, blue sapphires, pink sapphires, orange sapphire. Yes, you heard me correctly. You are getting orange sapphire in this ring and earring. Red sapphire, pink sapphire, and then you have diamonds. Now, in the earrings themselves, I'm going to turn it to the side so you can see it's an omega design back. So you're going to have something that fits very, very easily. If you have non-pierced ears, unpierced ears, I should say, get your jeweler to snip off that back. Then you will have a perfect pierced ear. Add the bling dots. They will always sit perfectly on the ear. But what they've done is they've taken channel set sapphires, multicolor sapphires, and placed them through the center, and the diamonds, the white diamonds on either edge. These are about 9/16 of an inch in the length, 1/4 of an inch in the width, but the ring, size 6 through size 9 available. Could it get better? I want to show you from the side, too, what they did with the gold, because this is just something extra that they've done that really, there you can see it, you don't have to do at $299, but we did it because we wanted the ultimate look in fine jewelry for our gem source. $963 appraised price that we're doing at $299. Flex pay on the earrings, $66 and change on your charge card. So if you love the magic of a rainbow, if you want dramatic color, if you want something that truly, truly is a treasure piece, because they're fancy sapphires, the majority of sapphires that are ever mined are blue sapphires. You have matched fancy colors of sapphires, including orange, including red, including 2 shades of yellow. You get the blue, you get the green, and then you have diamonds in there as well. Fancy color sapphires, beautiful diamonds, 14 karat gold. What's not to love? Here's the bad news. We have 12 of the earrings. We have about 14 of the rings. So big first come, first serve to you. If you are on board, you are going to get it. Stay right where you are. We're going to be wrapping this one up. And for the September lady, this is her ultimate look in her birthstone. Okay, we mentioned our beautiful pendant one time, and they're almost gone. So we thought we would give you a little bit more of a lengthier look. This is 1 1/4 carat in the tanzanite. That is huge because anywhere you shop to find a carat, much less 1 1/4 carats, you could pay, 2, 3, 4 times this price. In fact, I dare you to compare. When you look up sources, Gems and Jewelry, the Buying Guide, is one of the most recognized sources in the industry for determining what a price should be for a gemstone. They will tell you tanzanite should be per carat over a couple $1,000s. We are doing tanzanite today over a carat, well over a carat 1/4 in fact. We've coupled it back with white zircon. We've set this into either white gold or yellow gold. I think those are the 2 choices we have at this point. You're getting the 18-inch, and you're getting something that was appraised, the lowest appraised price, $880. Our price was $429. We have 19 people who can get not only tanzanite, but get the depth of color that is considered to be gem quality. The best of the best of the best. As we were talking about before, tanzanite was only discovered in 1967, introduced in the United States by Tiffany & Company in 1969, and they had the trade agreement with Tanzania. That was the only place that you could buy it, and you really had to pay their prices if you wanted Tanzanite. Well, today, prices on Tanzanite have actually gone up instead of come down, simply because of what's going on with the mining of Tanzanite. You know, we had Ashish with us at the first of the hour, and his family is known as one of the premier dealers of Tanzanite. And he was saying that every single day when they mine Tanzanite, they're going down about the equivalent of 3 times the length of the Empire State Building. To mine this gemstone, they're coming out with fewer and fewer pieces and lesser pieces of the color that you're actually seeing here. So I hope you can get this. We have the final now 5 of these left. We'll let you know when it's sold out. We're going to give you a quick presentation on our gemstone globe, the final few that we have on this as well. You know, we had this during the holiday season, sold lots of these at $119. It became a big customer pick. People are in love with this because you're getting what we love. We love the magic of gemstones. And often when we talk about gemstones, you know, talking about gemstones, we literally go around the world. And that's what this globe is going to do for us. It's going to take you around the world. The countries, the continents, the cities are actually labeled. And you get the longitude and latitude lines. You get the labeling of the oceans as well. We took this from $119, where it's a big customer pick, all the way down to $99. It is, the globe itself is 8.5 inches in the length by 8.5 inches in the width, but from top to bottom of the stand, it's actually 16.75 of an inch, so almost 17 inches high from top to bottom. So it's quite the dramatic display. This would be something that would be beautiful on a mantle. This is something that would be beautiful on an end table, in an office, in a study, in a library. And the nicest thing is you're getting something that is absolutely gorgeous and handmade. They take each of these individual gemstones, they cut them, and of course they create the shape of whatever, whether it's a country, whether it's the large continents, whether it's the little islands, they cut them to be exactly that shape, and then they individually inlay the genuine gemstones. And when we talk about all of the gemstones, I mean, you have mother of pearl, turquoise color howlite, you have picture jasper, tiger's eye, rainbow jasper, red aventurine, you have malachite here, unakite. I mean, as you look at all of the different gemstones you have, it really is amazing. And I think the amazing thing is, I know we're getting busy, I'm gonna pick this up for you. When you look at this, oh, it's heavy too, it's about 7.5 pounds. So the fact that we ship this to you for only $8 is really great. But I'm gonna take you to Australia. Right there's Australia. If we took this out and we created a pendant, because this would certainly make a big pendant, it would sell for more than $99. This is one part of this genuine gemstone globe where all of those gorgeous gemstones are inlaid. We have 35 seconds remaining to shop. And I was saying this earlier, the gentleman he does such a wonderful job. He's in charge of all of our jewelry planning. He was telling me this is it for the globe at $99. It was a huge customer pick at $119. We have marked down the final few. Oh, we're going to the islands here. Let's see. There's your little islands. But now it's $99. You have your chance to get it right now. If you can't think of what to get someone for Valentine's Day, this would be the perfect thing. And you know, if they aspire to travel, they can be reminded of that as they look at the beautiful gemstones. We're gonna do a last call. I do wanna remind you too, you can shop on hsn.com. Rings are up to 30% off. There happens to be a beautiful Colleen Lopez emerald cut London blue topaz ring. And again, you just have to search right there on hsn.com. Coming up next, bling dots, so your earrings are always gonna look perfect.
DG2 is comfort, stretch, style. That boot cut classic was the first jean I designed. The Super Stretch is a technological revolution. I love the Ponte jean. It makes you look so thin. That comfort waist is going to overtake the world of denim. Once you have that perfect fitting jean, wait and see how life-changing it is.
Say hello to something new. New is smart. New is gorgeous. New is delicious. New is so you. Shop now and discover the perfect new for you.
Okay, are you investing your money in earrings, but they never quite look right because they fall forward? It's almost like they're falling out of your ear. Let me show you what I mean. Look at this before and after. Look at how it's pulling on her earlobe and pulling on her piercing, actually stretching that piercing, but look at the after. It looks perfect. And again, even if it's a stud and it's not that heavy, it looks like it's almost about to fall out. So you're not really seeing the face of the earring, you're seeing the ear piercing. Or maybe it's your rings, and maybe your rings keep flipping around and you want them to look fabulous, but whether your hand's going up or down because it's swelling or it's hot or cold outside, your rings aren't stabilized, we have the solution. We have the bling dots for your ears and the ring guards for your rings. I'm going to introduce you to the creator. Jenny Moore is with us, and obviously she is a jewelry lover like all of us. She's back there shopping. She just bought my globe. But when we talk about earrings, oh my gosh, Jenny. Okay, let's go through first exactly what you're getting with the bling dots, because if you order the bling dots today, you are going to get the 90 count bling dots. But tell us again what they're going to do for us.
Well, basically, it's a push-up bra for your earrings. We were talking about your earrings droop down. Look at this one. See how it's pulling my ear? And like you said, it's stretching the hole.
Oh my gosh, it almost looks like it might hurt.
Well, it actually does. It does.
Yeah.
These are the kind of earrings that when you're wearing them, you take them off at dinner because they're killing your ear.
Yes.
Not anymore. So you grab the bling dots. They're super easy to use. It's a memory foam disc.
And again, you're getting 90.
All you do is put it on the back of your stick and go. Like you put it on the back of your ear, cover your hole, and then you poke your earring through like you normally would. And like I said, it's a push-up bra for your earrings that immediately lifts them up and makes them totally weightless. So before, you know how painful and ugly they looked? Now check this out, watch. Ready? Look at the difference.
Oh my God, wait, look at this. Wait, we've got to show you. I don't know how close we can get, but there is no stretching. You do not see, pardon my reach, you do not see the piercing at all. They're perfectly facing forward.
And they're weightless now, because before they're heavy and they didn't feel good. Now they're perfectly positioned and they illuminate your face. It actually lights up your face, and they're worn how they're supposed to be worn.
Okay, we've already sold 200 of these because we all want something to relieve that pressure, to relieve the weight of the earrings, and also to position them perfectly. That's what these are doing. Plus, this is so affordable. This is under $16. I mean, you think about what you pay for your jewelry, and then it's not even looking good. This is under $16. You can't even buy a pair of earrings for that. And then they're $5 and change on your charge card, and you get 90 of them. We are very, very busy. This is a huge customer pick. Why? Because it works, and it's a patented design.
It is. So I do bling interventions everywhere I go. My kids think I'm crazy, but I walk up to women and I say, your earrings are fabulous. Can I make them look better? And they always look at me and they say, what? So I give them a bling dot. They put it on the back of their ear, and every time I get the reaction is, oh my gosh, these work. It works with all earring kinds, works with fish hooks, little studs, heavy earrings. Any earring that you have, you need a bling dot to make it fit properly. You're buying the stuff, make it look perfect.
Well, and again, these are hypoallergenic, latex-free. I mean, you have something that you pop it on and you see the results instantly. Big customer pick, as I said, because they work. I will tell you, you'll get addicted to these. You're going to want to have them on every pair of earrings. That's why we give you 90 of these. We're going to show you how it works one more time, because there you see even the stud. You're like, it's not heavy. It's not heavy, but if you have stretched piercings, which a lot of us, if you went through the 80s wearing those those big earrings, you have stretched piercing.
But honestly, it's gravity. Gravity is what makes the earrings droop down because
Thank
they
you
pull
for
forward.
one more thing, Jenny, that we got to worry
Gravity,
about.
I know. But the bling dots, because it's adhesive and a memory foam, it grips the post and keeps it from falling forward, and that's why it lifts perfectly and makes your earrings look how they're supposed to be worn. You want to see them, right?
Yes.
You don't want to see the side. Like you said, you want to see the face of the earrings.
You know what? Can you take that off and show us one more time? And I'm going to ask everybody if you can use express automated ordering, please do. So think of putting these in a card to your friend for Valentine's Day. Because you know Valentine's Day is no longer just about, you know.
It's Galentine's Day.
Your gal friends.
Okay, so this is the before.
Okay. Oh my, honestly, I cannot stand to look at that because that hurts. Because I can feel what it feels like pulling that piercing. Ooh.
And I mean, you see so many women walking around like this. And once I show them the bling dots, they know it's a problem, but they didn't know what the solution was. This is the solution. It makes your earrings perfect. So you just stick it on the back, cover the piercing, poke your earring through, and let's see, the push-up bra for earrings.
And seconds later, oh my gosh. You see none
this is a
of
no-brainer.
that piercing
you have
whatsoever.
To have. If you wear earrings, you got to have bling dots.
You got to have it. And they just told me that the bling dots, which are the ones for the earrings, because we do have the ring guards available too, but the bling dots, they're almost gone. We have less than 1,000. This happens every time Jenny's here. We never have enough of these. So if you want the dots, and remember, you're getting 90 of those earring support stabilizers. Wear them with chandelier earrings, wear them with stud earrings, wear them with costume jewelry or your fine jewelry. They work with everything.
Let's show you. Imagine this being the back of your ear.
Okay.
And see, you just imagine this. You just stick it on the back of your ear, poke your earring through, and that's what lifts it up. And because it's a memory foam and adhesive, that's what's gripping the post. So like these fish hooks, you know how these slide out of your ear and then you lose them? Not anymore. With the bling dots, it will keep your earring on and perfectly positioned. Also with hoops, it doesn't keep them like wonky, you know, flopping around.
Yes. Well, and the thing is, it's really supportive. So it feels like your earrings are weightless. It's absorbing the weight. It's absorbing the pressure, but then it's keeping your earrings facing forward. So you're actually seeing that beautiful front of the earring, not the side. It doesn't look like it's almost ready to fall out. And you know, sometimes they do actually fall out. You lose them because they're falling forward and the gravity pulls them out. Now you don't have to worry about that. So if it saves you one pair of earrings, you know, it's worth it. 400 people have said, yes, 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 I want my earrings to look amazing. But we also have the ring guards.
Yes. So every woman knows this problem where your ring is like drooping down because it just flops to the side.
Well, and whether you've lost weight or whether you've gained, whatever.
Or it's cold outside, it's cold inside. So the bling wrap is a quick and easy solution, the first of its kind that you put on your skin and not on the ring. So all you do is you remove the backing, wrap this around your finger where you would place the ring, and then you literally just slide the ring up and over. And on television,
so smart.
I'm like, it's, you know. Okay, so then you put it on, and it doesn't move anymore. See how before it was twisting to the side? And then it doesn't create that jittery habit where you're always fidgeting with your ring, but the stone is on top and people can actually see it. You know, you buy these amazing rings, but if they're flopped to the side, nobody can even see it. Now, people see your bling. You want to be proud of it, right?
Oh my goodness. Okay, so smart and very, very busy. 2 minutes left to shop. So we do have the ring guards. We're counting you down on the bling dots as well, which stabilize your earrings, give you support. They're super, super comfortable because they're all cushy. They're hypoallergenic. It adheres perfectly to the back of your earlobe. So there's no like trying to place it and trying to be, you know, like really, really careful about putting it on the back of the earring. You put it on the back of your ear.
Exactly. And another great thing, we're made in America. We have always 100% been made in America. That's kind of an added bonus.
It is.
You know?
It certainly is. And remember too, we're showing you tons of different styles of earrings, whether it's little hoops or maybe it's your studs or it's your big fancy costume jewelry earrings. You name it, it works with every single earring. I think we're going to show that before and after one more time. It's dramatic.
It's such a difference. Once you start wearing the bling dots, you cannot wear your earrings without it. It's just part of your routine. You add it every day. You don't want the earrings to be drooping down, looking sad. I call those sad, droopy earrings. Actually, your ears age you more than anything else. You're buying all these creams and potions to go on your face and all this fabulous jewelry, but if your earrings look droopy and sad, that
true.
ages you.
It does.
This is the push-up bra for your earrings. Works with all earring types, fish hooks, studs, big heavy earrings. My 3-year-old niece told my sister yesterday, she goes, "Mommy, you forgot your bling dots."
Oh,
So
how
even 3-year-olds know the importance of bling dots.
And honestly, once you start wearing them, you become addicted, because otherwise, when you're not wearing them, it feels like your earring's falling forward. So whatever type of earring you're wearing, this is gonna make it look better. We're gonna do Jenny's demonstration one more time. We've got like 30 seconds left, Jenny, so if you don't mind.
Oh, okay.
I know, the pressure is on.
The pressure.
Okay, we're gonna show you what it looks like without, and we've all had this happen, especially, you know, gravity.
And that's why we do bling interventions,
Yeah.
because we can't walk around with droopy, sad earrings.
Oh my goodness. Oh, look at that. And again, it's pulling.
It's
you
pulling.
Can feel
And it's stretching the hole.
Yes.
The bling dots are also preventative, so your ear holes don't stretch.
Yes.
Because if you don't have stretched out holes like me, I don't want them.
I know, I know you don't. And okay, you know what? We'll show you just in a second. We're getting ready to wrap this up. If you're on board, we have about 300 left. There you go. There you go. You see how much better it looks, Jenny? Thank you so much. And now your beautiful jewelry. Your rings are going to stay forward. Your earrings are going to stay forward. Hang in there. You'll get them. I think this makes a great Galentine's Day gift. And it's something that you got to do for yourself if you're a jewelry lover. And we have so much more in store for you right here at HSN. Bobby and Jillian coming